Hey, it's Aaron from GameEnthus.com, and this one's about Squish and the Corrupted Crystal for the Xbox One. So Squish is about what happens to a happy, unloraxed environment and happy creatures when a meteor crashes down and essentially undoes it all. It's bad for all, except anyone who happens to jump into a protected plant. So Squish is a pure side-scrolling platformer. You know the type. With a wall jumping to boot. So within each level, there are several collectibles which actually do serve to gauge your progress, and you can skip levels, but you can't gain access to levels unless you have the requisite number of those blue crystals. But you can really skip levels though if you want to. $49.50. Death. There's no real penalty for death other than what I experienced when I first started playing the game was some weird and checkpointing issues where I would have, like you just saw, I had 47 of the 50. I died. I'm at the checkpoint. Now I have 0. Essentially I have to restart the level again. It didn't happen consistently, but the times it did was kind of frustrating. So the powers. Initially, your only power is to turn into a ball. Don't you move a little bit faster, and you can the plants that have the wind and air coming out, they can have an effect on you and things like that. It kind of felt a little bit paint by the numbers initially. Wasn't really all that exciting, the first power. But by the time you get to the first boss battle and what transpires after it made things a bit more interesting. So a touching apology, and more importantly, a new ability. The water and all the other abilities are pretty much triggered by these shrines, running past them, touching them, whichever, that activates them and gives you that one ability. You only have one at a time. Well, the ball you keep because I think that's your own, but all the others you only have one at a time. Which I'm sure you've already guessed. It goes without saying. You use the ability you've just acquired to fight the boss / friend at the end of a level. And there's powers that cling. There's times when you combine the powers, and that's when Squish really is at its best. Me, not so much. It's also an ability that takes a little bit of time to get used to control-wise, but essentially lets you fly until you stop flying. And of course there's manipulation. That's what I'm calling it. But you know, it's the good kind. So I really enjoyed Squish and the Corrupted Crystal. As I said, initially I didn't think it was all that interesting when I started, but then as you gain more abilities and then you're forced to combine them in rapid succession, the challenge gets up there. It really became a fun game, and I enjoyed it and recommend people check it out. Feel free to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.